What is phenomenological analysis? Phenomenological analysis is a qualitative research method used to explore and understand individuals' lived experiences related to a specific phenomenon. It seeks to uncover the essence of these experiences by examining how people perceive, interpret, and make sense of the world around them. This approach emphasizes subjective experiences and aims to understand phenomena from the participant's perspective. Phenomenology is commonly applied in fields such as psychology, healthcare, education, and sociology. Number 1. In-depth interviews. Definition: conducting open-ended interviews to gather detailed and personal accounts of participants' experiences. Technique: use prompts to encourage participants to describe their feelings, thoughts, and actions related to the phenomenon. Avoid leading questions to allow participants to freely express their perceptions. Example: interviewing patients about their experiences living with chronic pain. Number 2. Bracketing. Definition: setting aside researchers' own biases, assumptions, or preconceived notions to focus entirely on participants' perspectives. Technique: self-reflection by researchers to identify and suspend their biases before analyzing data, maintaining a neutral stance throughout the study. Example: a researcher studying grief avoids applying their personal views about loss and focuses solely on participants' expressions of grief. Number 3. Thematic analysis. Definition: identifying and analyzing recurring themes in participants' narratives. Technique: coding responses to highlight themes related to the phenomenon, grouping similar themes to identify patterns. Example: analyzing student interviews to identify themes such as stress, isolation, and adaptation in online learning. Number 4. Phenomenological reduction. Definition: breaking down participants' experiences into smaller, meaningful units while retaining the context of their lived experience. Technique: highlighting key phrases or descriptions that capture the essence of the experience, eliminating irrelevant or unrelated data. Example: focusing on descriptions like feeling trapped or finding strength in survivors' accounts of natural disasters. Number 5. Narrative analysis. Definition: exploring the sequence and structure of participants' stories to understand how they construct meaning. Technique: analyzing the beginning, middle, and end of participants' accounts, identifying turning points or pivotal events. Example: examining how cancer patients narrate their journeys from diagnosis to recovery. Example of phenomenological analysis scenario: a researcher wants to understand the experiences of individuals transitioning to remote work during the COVID-19 pandemic. Data collection: conduct in-depth interviews where participants share their feelings, challenges, and successes in adapting to remote work. Bracketing: researchers set aside their own experiences with remote work to avoid bias. Applications of phenomenological analysis: psychology, exploring trauma, coping strategies, or mental health experiences. Healthcare: understanding patient experiences with illness, treatment, or caregiving. Education: examining students or teachers' experiences with specific learning methods. Social sciences: investigating cultural or societal phenomena from individuals' perspectives. Number 6. Interpretative analysis. Definition: interpreting the deeper meanings behind participants' words and experiences. Technique: exploring subtext, emotions, and symbolic expressions in narratives, relating personal experiences to broader cultural or social contexts. Example: interpreting how survivors of trauma describe their coping mechanisms and resilience.